understand no more. Can't say hardcore truths with a splash of contrast, cause it's the Illegal Opinions Podcast.
Oh my God. It's gonna be one of them pods, man. Welcome back, y'all, to the Illegal Opinions Podcast, the last place for real talk. Come with an open mind and leave mad. The choice is yours. I'm your host, Sam Ridley, the man you love to hate.
Sam, you get on my last nerve.
Sitting here chilling with my man, 100 grand, Marcus Palmer.
Yep.
Oh man, we back in the building.
We back. We back.
Man. Hey man, I appreciate you. Let me tell y'all, you out there listening, thank y'all first off for all the feedback you've been getting, but the dedication your man Marcus is putting into this pod. Unparalleled. This shouldn't even be happening right now.
Married really to it, man. Married to it. Now, I said I wouldn't get married again, but apparently I'm married to this motherfucker right here.
There you go, jump in the broom. You never know, man. You didn't say what you was going to get married to.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
You progressive.
I need to make better promises to myself, nigga. That's what I need to do.
It may be. Maybe, but I'm glad we back, man. Every Sunday we back at y'all as you go through this whole quarantine thing that's happening right now. Hopefully you're not going too stir crazy. Find you something to drink, a good TV show to binge and push on, man. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, man.
And, we got a lot coming for you though. A couple of new segments. I'm gonna start bringing my Kango movie reviews into the podcast, and you'll be able to check those out in video format on the YouTube channel. Of course, all of the comedy show stuff is down, but I will be having comedy clips, and we're going to dig more into my comedy career as we go on through the pod. A lot of people have been asking me comedy questions, and I'm like, I'm not going to just spew them on Facebook. Right. Check out the show. We got you. So,
you got to tune in for that shit.
Yeah, that's going to be hot, especially what I'm going to tell y'all today.
Oh, man,
yeah, I might.
And I get nervous when it's shit that we haven't talked about. So...
Why? That's like us having a regular conversation.
But there ain't, however many motherfuckers listening to this shit, and now I'm attached to whatever the fuck you're about to say.
First off, I'm the one that gets all your hate mail. So, we not even going to play that game.
Nobody told you to have a mailbox.
It ain't like you got a choice, shit.
I wonder why I don't get it.
Bruh, I have no idea, but it drives me crazy when, you know how it'll pop up at the top of your phone that you got a new message, and the beginning of it'll be like, I can't believe Mar. Be like, here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start forwarding them shits to you with their name. And maybe home address. Like, if I know them. I know them, I'm just gonna snitch straight up.
That's all right. I'll send them a Christmas card. You know what I mean?
They be in their feelings, boy.
That's my new thing I'm gonna do this year though. Like for Christmas, and I've thought about it. Yeah, but not how you're thinking. You remember back in the day when glamour shots was hot, and people had the wild poses with the boots and the foot up on the tree trunk with the axe.
Man, glamour shots was the first Instagram filter.
Word, man, what?
It really was, bro. Them chicks came to school. They did not look like that.
Man, like, where'd the glitter in your hair go?
Yeah, why you don't look baby soft?
Not at all.
You look rough like a school bus seat now. Like that. You don't look nothing at all like that picture that I saw in the window when I was in the mall. Like nothing.
Yo, you went from a lady to Leatherface. What happened in the transition?
Brown ass seats. With holes in them. Hell no. Hell no, man. You holding up, though? Like, doing this whole thing? You braver than me, too, because I don't know if y'all know, we already do the podcast remotely. Yeah. So this is remotely, and your boy Marcus, a wild boy, got on an airplane and this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You still gotta make good decisions. I'm not saying, I'm not...
Coming from you right now.
Do as I say, not as I do. Right?
You're a real parent. You're a parent now.
Yeah, like that shit. Like, do as I say, not as I do. I had to make a move. I had to make a parental move, not a professional move.
Right.
So, I had to make a move, and I'm not going to get into exactly where I am, but I am in two places. Number one, mountain time. Number two, don't ever say I don't love y'all motherfuckers, okay? I'm in a garage in a car. We were talking about this shit off mic. This Doomsday Prepper podcast shit. Wow. I have my laptop plugged into the extension cord that's leaking out of my car into the wall right now, next to the deep freezer. So
you look like you're trying to commit suicide and don't know how,
bruh.
That's how you look in the car.
If somebody walked past this car right now, I would hate to think. You know how we were talking about on the last podcast, walking past people and they're taking pictures of themselves in the car,
and they look stupid.
How dumb do you think I fucking look right now?
Meme. You'd be a meme tomorrow, probably,
bruh.
And I'd edit that motherfucker.
People probably think I'm reading the fucking audiobook and recording that shit in here.
Hey, this is the type of stuff, bro. Like when we look back at the pod, like a year from now, and we got like, you know, thousands upon thousands of listeners, hopefully tens of thousands,
right?
And be like, man, remember how we used to do this shit? I definitely did. When we recorded the first time, I took a picture of where I pod now.
Oh wow!
And you know how it's gonna change, just because I'm like, we're gonna improve on it, and people are already telling us, you know, that the sound is better than podcast that's up to 100 episodes, and
right.
So, you know, I'm like, if we only up from here, man, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. You know,
definitely. Shout out to the
people that hit me up telling me to get them through their week. Shout out to the people that are really suffering from this corona thing, man, be it financially or family or loved ones. You know, it's been a rough week as far as that's concerned.
Real, man. This is real. I'm not gonna front. I was one of the people that was skeptical, that was looking up all the flu numbers of last year and why are we being so dramatic with how we're treating this thing. And like I said before, you and I had this conversation. I got people in Cali that take this shit, that took it deadly serious.
From jump.
From go. Like it's not a game. San Francisco was fucking on fire. And I didn't understand it. And I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Because down here, you know, in the Bible Belt, we chilling. Like, you know, Chick-fil-A still open. Everybody's cool.
Depending on where you are, it is like that.
Yeah.
What this has made me think of is that movie Interstellar that came out. And one of the characters went on this kind of tangent about why they lied to get the mission going, saying that there was a plan B when there really wasn't one.
Right.
And he was like, because people really don't give a shit about anybody but the people they know. And the people that can save themselves. So if you're going to tell somebody, you know, hey, this generation is done, but we got to do this for mankind, they probably wouldn't bat an eye.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're sitting somewhere in a state that hasn't been affected yet and you're looking at other parts of the world, you're like, oh, well, that's a them problem. You know, and slowly but surely I'd see like my timeline and my feeds, it would start to affect the real people that I know.
Right.
And you know, I already was being extra cautious because of the places I work besides here, and I would be like, all right, I see the writing on the wall. And people was looking at me crazy, like, what, man, what you tripping on, man? Dap me up. And I'm like, you keep your motherfucking daps to yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a game out here. It's really not. So I'm glad that people are starting to take heed. But what I find the most interesting about it, and I don't want to spend too much time on coronavirus. I really want y'all to have a place to come to and just let that shit go.
Gotta be responsible about it, though.
Yeah. If we don't talk about it, like, I feel like we're wrong
to
get the info out there. I have been looking at, like, typing in other countries, the places I've been in the world, and seeing the global change that's happening. I don't even mean with people. I mean with the planet.
It's the environment, right?
Yeah, like real talk, man. L.A., clear skies.
Yeah.
Clear skies. That is unheard of. I remember driving in L.A. one time, and I thought it was a foggy day because we literally hit a wall of smog.
Right.
And you couldn't see a good 20 feet in front of you. And it was just gas. You know, it was just disgusting because there's so many moving parts happening all the time. It's been clear for like a week and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I was reading something, I want to say it was last week, where in the canals, like in the canals in Venice, they were saying that they could see fish in there for the first time since anybody could fucking remember, right?
Man,
like,
wow.
I've never been to Venice, but I think you've been down there, right?
Yeah, man, I went to Venice a lot, and I never saw through that water. It's murky.
Just
there's so much stuff happening, yeah.
And for the longest time, I thought people in China, and of course I'm not from there, so forgive me for my stupidity, but I thought they wore the masks because of the amount of people that were around, the amount of germs that people were spreading from one another, people hitting the wet markets and For people that don't know what the wet markets are, and that in those types of countries, it's when they bring pretty much everything that you could catch to like a flea market. They cut it up, cut it down right then. And the reason why I call it the wet market is because the meat is wet. Because they cut that shit right there and they fucking spray it down, so all the meat is wet. Anyway, that's kind of gross saying the meat is wet like that. My bad. But
the meat is wet.
But they were wearing the masks because of the smog, like you were saying in LA. And now the nitrogen dioxide levels in China, actually around the world, have gone down tremendously.
Yeah. Oh, you mean carbon dioxide?
Right. Oh, that too. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You done laughing, nigga?
No. Go ahead. Go ahead, nigga.
I'm spitting this off the top, nigga.
I know you are. Hey, this is all live. You know what I'm saying?
I read this shit last week. We don't do no research, okay?
I felt like, you mess up in a freestyle. You just looking at the crowd. You would pop a doc right then. Shit.
I heard niggas laughing too in the background, motherfucker.
Nah, ain't nobody laughing, man. You good, man.
Oh, goddamn.
I think you paranoid because you in the car. But no, for real. You're absolutely
the science
right.
Guy face ass.
He ain't a real scientist. So,
you trying to fuck up my childhood? No.
Hey, man, I go back to Mr. Wizard, bruh. So, Bill is number 2 on that list. But yeah, man, you're absolutely right. Like, I can't. Do you feel like the world is doing a cleanse of us, in a way? And I know that's a morbid way to think of it, but maybe the planet is tired of our shit, like they say, it's going to correct itself and it's going to be some balance, and it's trying to get itself back right. And it's like, how can I put everybody in the house for a little bit?
I don't know, man. When you say that, and I'm not trying to shit on the theory, but when you say that, the first thing that flashed in my mind was Mark Wahlberg running from the wind that was killing people.
Oh, man. What was that movie?
I can't remember what it was.
It's like The Following or The Happening or something like that.
It was The Happening.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't even think I saw that whole movie. But
the grass is producing extra chlorophyll, and then the wind is making people. I'm like, yo, you know how high you gotta be? How high you gotta be?
Dog, there's no reason for our podcast not to be big. Somebody greenlit that movie. Like, they let it go.
Bruh.
It's like, this is going to be a hit right here.
There's a lot of shit that, never mind. I'm sorry, let's get back to the serious shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we about to go down this fucking.
Yeah, that rabbit hole was, I saw it so deep.
Let's not. Because that shit, whoo, no, we're not going to do it. Yes, back to clean environment through unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah. It's unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? I'm home this week from the day job.
Yeah.
I haven't gone anywhere except when I had to one time, and then I'm back in here. I'm like, I'm not going out for no beer, liquor, like nothing.
Right.
We got plenty of food. I'm straight. And luckily we got a recording process that, we don't have to be around people to do it.
Yeah. For sure.
Fortunately. So it's a blessing in a lot of ways. I know there's a lot of people out there that are having issues with their jobs and things of that nature, and my heart goes out to you. It really does. I had 4 hustles and it dropped me down to 1. You know what I'm saying? So I know people that only had one mainstay and, they getting furloughed and things of that nature. So this is real. It's real. So when you get online, y'all got to really think about what you type, because somebody out there that's really going through the shits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can kind of get a pass because people go, we expect Sam to be funny and keep it light. Cool. But I'm still not going to be an asshole to the real people if I can help it. You know what I'm saying? So, I know I differ in that.
You have to watch what you have to say. There are times where, at first, this was a joke. The memes were everywhere, and it was, day 8 of quarantine, and some picture or meme, sexual innuendo or fucking whatever it was a joke. But I have noticed those things have ticked down substantially. And I do appreciate the way, because as in our generation, I know some people say they're millennials. I think most of our audience is probably the Xennial, that in between of Generation X. and millennials, where we have seen the dial. Was it the we know that we heard it. We know the dial tone and we know the dial up, right? And then we've seen things move progressively to flip phones to touchscreen phones and things like that. So we've seen a lot of stuff. We've seen recession. We've seen war. So I think we take things easier in the beginning. Like, we don't know how serious it's going to be. No need to get serious just yet. But when it's time to take shit seriously, I think we do a good job on bridging the gap between the millennials, or whatever they're called, Generation Y, whatever, those people, and the boomers. As, okay, well, nah, we're done playing with this. Like, this is serious. We're taking shit seriously now. It's not a joke anymore. It's time to, do what we got to do. And I think, personally, I see most people that are staying home and doing what they should be doing are the people that are within our age range. That exennial place.
Yeah, I think so too. And because when I've gone to the store and stuff, I see very, very few elderly people.
Yeah.
Like the people that know that they're high risk, I think, depending on your life situation, it makes you take shit serious off top. Regardless of if the president is up there talking about, oh, it's not gonna be a big deal, we stronger than that and this and that. Like, we're all the same and we're immune to it. And one of the things I noticed is everybody is extra nice to people in the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
Bruh, like all the people that was like, man, why you working this minimum wage job? You need to get up and make something of yourself. They essential personnel now.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm loving that. Because I can't stand. You ever been out with somebody that's rude to the server for no reason?
Yeah. Like
in a restaurant or something, you just like, man, what is you doing? Like, what you doing the most right now for no reason? Stuff that ain't even their fault. Them days should be over when this is all over with. Like, if you that asshole out in public, I hope everybody jump you in the parking lot. Like they should. You wildin', and you need to be shut up.
I let people know that shit too. Like, if I'm with you and you're that person, when we're done doing whatever we're doing, I'm like, I'm not doing this shit with you anymore. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Well, the way you talk to that, like, why would you talk to a waitress like that? Why would you put, hey, before we even start, here's $5 on the table. Anytime you fuck this up, I'm gonna take $1 away. Who the fuck are you?
Did that?
I've seen a few people do that shit. Like, people practice that shit.
I ain't never seen. That's wild.
Dog, I was like, nah.
That to me is you're planning on being an asshole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at that point, as a waiter, I might be like, man, fuck your $5.
Fuck your $5.
I'm not going through all of this for you. You bitch you. Like, this is not going down today.
Put your money back in your pocket, because I'm about to make sure your food gets spit in.
Yeah, man.
2 times.
Yeah, man. Now being stuck more or less in the house, because, you kind of feel like you got put on punishment, right?
Yeah.
like we all grounded. Do you miss it?
Do I miss what?
Anything. Like, for example, on a regular weekend, I work all week, and then it's like, all right, let me get the kids out the house. And we end up doing, like, the same shit. We'll go like, hit up a place to eat. Like, I'll take them out to eat. Something I know that they love. And then we'll hit the mall, and we go to, like, 3 specific stores, because it's where we like to go. It's like GameStop, Box Lunch, like a couple of places.
Yeah.
And then we might grab, like, a snack or something.
Yeah.
And we go fuck back home, but we didn't spend $150.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And, because, when you eat out, especially if you got kids, like, it can rack up $50 real quick.
Yeah.
Fuck around and buy a T-shirt, that's your ass. So,
just like that.
Just like that. And now it's not an option, and we all forced to, like, entertain at home. I was like, damn, we're going to mess around and not save, because it's hard to get out there and do things, but you realize how much money you wasted just going out for no reason.
Just to be out? Yeah.
Just to be out.
I think this is going to make a lot of people reflect on not just how much money they spent without regard, but the relationships that they forgot about.
Tell me more. What you mean? Like,
I see people. I guess I may have been on one, but I see a lot of people on social media now saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do a happy hour. We're gonna get on House Party or Zoom or whatever, and do a happy hour. And it's just whoever want to jump on, hit me up." Like, shoot me a DM, I'll give you the information. And people are getting on and basically FaceTiming each other and just drinking and
that
chilling.
To talk to. That's true.
That they ain't talked to in years.
These DJs, man.
Oh yeah.
It's been pretty live on Instagram. Just seeing like the celebrities you follow being themselves. Notably, I see them showing their age, which I thought was interesting.
I don't like that shit, man.
Is it ruining the illusion for you?
No, it's okay. The first time that the D Nice shit came on, I got a couple of texts saying, "Hey man, you listen to D Nice on IG Live?"
Yeah,
no,
I
I'm
did.
not. I'm not listening to. But okay, I'll get on next time, right? Oh man, so and so was in here, and so and so was in here. I'm like, all right, I'll get on next time. Next time it comes on, next day, I'm like, all right, let me jump on this because people are talking about how fire this shit is. I have to listen to it. I missed something, and I got on it for maybe 2 hours, and by the time he said Bradley Cooper was in the building, like after the third time, I was done with that shit.
Well, I mean, it turned into one of them, like, this is unprecedented. And for a DJ of that caliber to get on for free and just entertain the planet, that's pretty dope.
That's cool.
That's pretty dope.
It's
and
cool,
and the thing,
you're not in the room with them though. You're not in the room with, because I was trying to figure out what is it, like what's the draw to this thing.
Everybody is in the room though. That's the beauty of it.
No, you're not in the room. You're
not physically. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Like, everybody is in that moment with him. Yeah. And then you see, like, you're in a chat string with Michelle Obama. That's kind of cool.
She don't give a fuck about what you're saying. She don't even see you. Like, Jennifer Lopez is dancing in her kitchen. Me too. We doing the same shit. This is lit. No, you're by your fucking self.
Okay,
dancing
but
in
it's
your
a way
bathroom.
for people to feel a little bit less alone.
No,
I think
get
it's
that.
dope.
It's cool. I get that part, but don't hit me up talking about how live it is, not getting there, and this nigga's playing. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. And then the next day, everybody was. The next day, all the DJs had their fucking turntables out.
Oh yeah, the local cats was up there.
Yeah, and like you said,
like
you said before,
I told y'all I DJ, man. I know y'all saw me up at Burger King, but check this out. Everybody was up there
on the ones and twos.
No, they just had ones, nigga. They ain't even
just
had no
the ones.
twos.
You want a number one or number two? No, you only get.
That's it.
But and like you said before, it's like being in the club with all the old people. Like,
that's what it was. That's what it was. Like, I remember seeing Kevin Hart up there, and he been at home. So he can't go get his Nubian whatever treatment in his head. He got gray hair.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see it. DJ Khaled was letting his shit go gray because it's just stuck in the house.
Diddy looking rough?
Nah, I ain't see Diddy.
Nigga, Diddy look like Morgan Freeman.
Oh.
Diddy Freeman.
Take that. Bad boy for life.
Yo, for real. He look rough, man.
If you tell your friends to get with my friends, well, we could probably be friends.
Oh, that's the saddest remix ever.
Shit, we could do this every weekend. Oh man, no, that's bad. I didn't see him.
Oh
shit. What if we saw Morgan Freeman and he looked younger? Like, they've just been making him look old for Hollywood.
That'd be dope. Like,
that would fuck me up.
You know what? They had the old people app. Give Morgan the young people app. When you know they had you turn your face old and shit a couple months ago.
He looked old in Robin Hood back in the day.
Yeah,
I thought he was like 65 then. So no, I don't want to see him sitting in his house and he can't get his fucking hair combed out.
No, we on the club together and shit. We on the club. Morgan in here.
Yeah, you can be too old to be in the club though. The internet club or the real club. You can be too old.
I think it depends on the.
No. You can be too old
to be in the club. What if it's your birthday?
Okay, maybe we could break it down to what type of club, but
okay.
I'm over it though. I'm over it. Like, even when I go to Vegas, and I'm in Vegas a lot, I have no desire. I used to really want to go to Tao. And I'll hit up like one of the day pool party type of things.
Yeah.
But the nightclub scene, it's not the clubs we went to. We talked about the clubs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the old dude in the club just looks sad. And you know they in there. They in there heavy. They belt is all high over their navel. They got a tucked in polo with no belt.
You could be a young dude looking bad in the club too. You could be a young guy sitting at the bar by yourself. Trust me, I know.
You can, but how many people do you know that actually found love in the club?
Usher?
Like seriously, besides Usher.
Found love in the club.
Like that you was like, yo, that's the girl of my dreams. We both musty right now. We doing this shit.
I don't know anybody that's found love in the club like that.
You don't. I'm sorry. Like I've met some decent people, but I think I talked about that one pod.
Yeah.
But it never turned into like a thing at all. Because it's not the environment. You can't talk to nobody in a club. It's super loud.
Oh yeah.
You in there going broke buying drinks for bitches. So like it's just not that scene.
Who's going broke buying drinks for bitches? Me?
Yeah, you be buying them drinks. Ain't that how you get the ball rolling?
Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way.
Oh, I triggered him. I'm excited. Go ahead.
Let's get this out of the way.
I'm gonna sip my tea. Go ahead.
So, buying a drink for a woman, getting right to the point. You want to fuck with me or not?
I'm listening.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
No. Fantastic. That's cool too. Not
So
everybody.
okay.
Not everybody's good. Not everybody's gonna like you. Now let's go to your method. I'm gonna 2-step with you for a month of Sundays, hoping that one of these days you see me in here, you're gonna like me enough to ask me for my name.
Ooh, okay. I just thought of it. I just figured it out. And I'm not even mad at you. You know how you go to an amusement park, right?
Yes.
And you buy that pass that's like skip the line?
Oh, yeah.
We're both in the same shit. And you're paying that extra for the skip the line pass.
You always pay extra.
You go right to the front and see what it is. Yeah, you can go to the front and see what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair, fair.
When we go to the club, I'm like, oh, this is a line? What's this, the $5 line? Is it a $20 one? I go straight in for 20? Yeah, take my 20. I'm not standing outside.
So the drink makes her go, who gave it to me? And she looks directly at you for a couple of seconds versus her homegirl making the decision.
Let me break that down a little bit. Like, here's the issue with that. Like, the guys in the club buying drinks, it sounds bad, right? Because usually when a guy buys a drink for a girl in the club, the guy feels like he owns her.
Yeah, he's expecting something. That's the stigma of it.
Yeah, I expect you to do something for me. Either talk to me, come sit with me, or whatever. But when you buy the drink and keep it moving, it gives the woman space to make a decision. That's all it's for.
Yeah,
I
think
like
that
like
whole
I have
thing gets a bad
anxiety.
rap.
Like nobody wants to holler at a girl in the club and look bad. And that's just the way that I came up the best way to do it.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's just so that nobody is looking at anybody, oh, damn, he got turned down by this motherfucker. No.
Right.
This is what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll do it this way. She can make a decision. If she wants to fuck with me, she can fuck with me. If not, that's cool. But like you said, the club scene is different now. Like I said that on a podcast. That's something I used to do. But the club scene has changed so much that that's not even something you could do anymore because
not for real.
People are so into their own clique that they don't even look around at people. For real.
Yeah, it's about being, let me show Instagram what I'm doing. Like nobody wants to live in the moment anymore. And then the clubs are catering more to you buying a table. So everybody's sitting there. What, you gonna send her a drink and she's sitting in front of a whole bottle of Ciroc?
Oh, my nigga. I was talking to a friend of mine that went to the 40/40 in New York. I don't know if they're anywhere else, but that's the one he went to. And he was saying that they got in line. They stood in line for like 30, 40 minutes. They got close enough to be asked, do you want bottle service? They said no. They were like, well, y'all gonna be here for a while then. Okay, hold on a second. How much is bottle service? $700.
Yeah, man. See?
What?
Yeah.
Nigga.
That's how they...
Are you crazy?
And they look at you with a straight face like you're just supposed to have it,
and
right?
People are paying that. People like, what you say, 7? We got it.
Because people are paying to not look bad.
I'm not doing that.
That's like, think about it. Just like you just said, you don't want to look bad talking to a girl and she ends up rejecting you in front of, let's say, 5 other potential females because you done hollered at her the wrong way. You just buy the drink. She don't want you, whatever. You get to move on, and there's no collateral damage.
Right.
Let's say me, you, and 8 other dudes is up in the club, and they go, oh, well, you got to buy a table around here. It's $700. Everybody is either going to have to drop 100, right then, or all of us look bad in that moment. And people are right there. They don't have 100. It might be rent money. But they'd rather look good and win right then and then lose later in quiet.
You know what?
In silence, you know what I'm saying?
To me,
I think that's how people do.
To me, it's much more cool to say, nah, I'm just going to wait in line or leave, than to say, yes, me and 8 of my friends are going to give you $100. You're going to walk us into this small-ass table or this little booth, and it's going to be 8 guys standing around 1 bottle of fucking Grey Goose.
Hey, with 2 sparklers. Don't forget the sparkler's going to be on it,
You know how whack that was? Oh, the girl comes over with the sparkler with all the attention in the world, hands you and 7 of your mans 1 bottle of Patron.
It's all about the optics, man. You know what I'm saying? And look, and then you get mad if somebody pour too big a cup. Okay, what you doing, bro?
Hey, can you bring some more cups? Can you bring some more cups?
Bring some more ice. Fill this cup up with ice. No,
man, that shit's crazy.
I remember, I don't even remember whose birthday it was. We was up in one of them damn clubs in Vegas, and somebody had the bottle shit happening with straight Ciroc Peach, I think was the new one. And that shit ran out, but that shit is clear.
Yeah. I
was like, I'm about to put some water in this damn cup.
This shit right here.
Man, and I'm going to keep on doing my 2-step like I'm lit right now.
Yo.
They going to be like, man, they popping mad bottles over there, man. This is water out the sink, my dude. Like,
yo, seriously.
Hey, and ain't no food in the club either. So you just spent $800 and you still got to eat later.
At all.
Oh.
People, I mean, I'm telling you, like, that's why I don't go out as much as I used to. But when I do go out, like I said before, me and my friends, we do get a section. But I'm also not getting a section in Las Vegas. I'm not getting a section in fucking New York. I'm getting a section in Houston. I'm getting a section in Atlanta. Matter of fact, I went to a party in Mobile. It was around Mardi Gras. And I went to this club. Didn't get a section. Me and 3 of my friends. And we walked in there and met up with some other people that we know. And the lady came around. She says, how much she says, you guys want something to drink? Feeling kind of, you know what I mean? It's Mardi Gras time. How much is a bottle? She says, a bottle is $60. Oh, bring me one of them. Yeah, I got that. Yep, I got you.
I got that.
I got that. 60? Shit. Especially when you go to Houston and that shit's like fucking $350. For one?
That's a PlayStation game. I thought they would hit you in the head out there, too, like New Orleans and Houston. I've hit the club in Houston, but we didn't do the whole bottle service thing. It was an actual spot with people dancing and all of that. But there was people in the VIPs, and I assume they hit you in the head like Vegas do.
Yeah, sometimes they do. Sometimes it just depends. Like, it's all good until fucking Tracy McGrady walks in. Now everything goes up 20%.
Oh, everything goes up. Everything go up. Yeah. That's a different animal.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you talking about the old dude being there by himself. He nice and retired. Got them girls out there trying to get that sugar daddy in them.
But you know what I don't like, man? And like, I mean, I know I'm approaching 40 now.
Okay.
But real shit, I remember being the younger cat in the club, and I'd see the old dude, and the old dude would always immediately try and implant themselves with a younger cat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know? And then, they old. They trying to look young, you know what I'm saying? They done got the fresh baldy like they did it on purpose and shit.
Straight up.
You know? And then they start using words that let you know that they old as fuck.
Call you a player?
No, it's a player. No, they're like, you in here trying to get you some trim too?
Oh. Hey,
some trim.
Yeah. Some trim. Get you some trim,
bruh. Bro, I heard this old ass dude tell me he was looking for some patch.
Wow.
Some patch, bro.
A pat, man.
You know what that said to me? Remember back in the day, like the whole like girls shaving it, that wasn't a thing. Like all the old pornos, they had like a big old bush happening.
Yeah. So
it's a patch.
It's a fucking Sour Patch, nigga.
I guess. You know how the school teachers put them leather pads on their elbow.
Oh man, throwback. Oh
it's
my
a patch,
god,
bro.
Why don't we bring that shit back?
Hell no, that would not be. That was never cool.
No, that would fly so high now.
You started off then. You started off.
Nigga, I ain't scared. Don't talk to me like I'm scared.
You go to the club with your fucking jean jacket on.
With a patch on it?
With patches on the elbows.
Oh, dog.
You give that girl a drink and then you wave and put your like elbow up so she can see the patch.
You know, cause the brown patch is gonna contrast with the blue. It's gonna be so fly.
Man,
She's gonna be like, "What is that?"
Your ass by yourself.
That's a Chanel jacket. You know what I'm saying? Got that? You know what I mean? You crazy, dog.
You going home listening to "I Get So Lonely." That is not gonna work out for you.
That's a good song too. Fuck you, I don't care.
Not at all, man. Them club days was nice. What was the? All right. I'm gonna get toxic for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. What was the best kind of vagina you ever got?
By vagina, you mean pussy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to like lessen the toxic blow, but fuck it. Yeah.
We ain't said pussy in a long time on here, so why not?
We haven't. I remember so episode 2 was like pussy.
You still going through it. You just shooting now.
It's pew pew pew. Like
as soon as the seal crack, pussy.
Rocking everywhere. That's what we need to do the remix to.
We just made up for all the pussies we didn't say in the last fucking
5 episodes.
Yeah.
But nah, like you go to the club, right?
Pussy.
Like we said, it's the old cats in there, the young cats. It'd be the older females in there too.
Yeah.
You know, they still smell like Elizabeth Taylor's perfume and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But depending on the type of female you attract, like to me, that would kind of tell you the night you was gonna have, especially if she's feeling you.
Right.
You know, like you ever went to the club, right, and pulled like that single mom that don't have her kids for the weekend? Oof.
Yeah.
Woo-wee. She about to do some work.
Yeah, she's got some camel in her, where she's been holding back like that reserve hump.
Yeah, she's had to be a mom all day, all week, all month, and this is like that nigga's weekend with the kids.
Yeah,
so she's gonna do the most.
And like I mean, I think that's probably the woman you're most guaranteed to fuck because she knows she's on the clock.
Yep. She ain't got no time to waste. She ain't trying to play no games.
She ain't bullshitting. She's told you before you left the club, I'm going home with you.
Yep.
You already know. Like, you're locked in.
And you already know the only reason that you're not going to get some is if, I got to go pick up my kids. And honestly, I feel like that's a lie they're going to say if you say something stupid.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's be real. Like, you ever talked yourself out of some pussy?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, God, I shouldn't have said that. Like, you just said too much.
Mm-hmm.
After you get there, you kind of just need to be quiet. It's like winning a court case.
Right. Like, don't fucking say some more incriminating shit, nigga. Just shut up.
Yep. Don't perjure yourself on the stand.
Yes.
Like, don't do it. Don't do it. You know who I felt like, and this was an old logic, but I'm wondering if it's true now. If, like, you ever, for whatever reason, let me back up. You go in the club, there's always one chick that's just turning everybody's head. She's clearly the baddest thing in the room. Yeah. Right? Clearly. She's probably the one that's going to either be the laziest lay or ain't trying to really do nothing.
That's the Halle Berry, right?
The Halle. Yep.
Yeah.
There it is. The monster ball.
That she just wants a monster ball. Yeah. She's just thinking you're going to be happy to cut it up,
just to walk around with her because she the baddest one.
Yeah, even if she does let you fuck, it's probably gonna be whack because
mediocre at best.
Mediocre at best. I mean, let's be honest. All the bad ones that are nasty they're porn stars, so they going. That's
true. Like I've had homeboys that I'd be like, man, she she busted a little bit, you know, like you don't tell them if they your peoples,
right?
But you know, she's not like the most attractive thing, but a nasty 6 can get it done over a amazing 9.5 that ain't trying to do shit.
Well, she also gonna act right too, like she's gonna be happy to be getting whatever you're giving her, right?
Because she's not used to the attention, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
The attention, the hopefully you're throwing her some good meat, right? That's
the
great.
meat is wet.
She loves that.
The wet meat bar or whatever you call
it.
Wet,
all that shit. So give her the Asian wet meat, all right? And then she's happy that you're being cool, you're not being a fucking jackass, all this other shit. The 9.5, 10, she's gonna be a fucking handful.
Well, that's because they've expected it all through their life. They the bad chick, so dudes have just kind of approached them a certain way. It's that, and this is not like a bashing women thing. Just like we was talking about with the short guys last podcast. It's the same basic principle. She's not used to the attention because she didn't have that power.
Right.
So when they get a good dude, man, they be treating that good dude right.
Yeah. And I think the 9s and up, they treat you like, well, if you don't do this or do that the way I want you to do it, it's another nigga that'll do that for me. Like,
I can have any man I want. Yeah.
There's somebody else out there. And there's a lot of 6s out there with that 9 mentality. Y'all need to fucking relax, all right? Like, just know where you are. What happened to... Hold
on. That's the russets right there, bro.
What happened to just... This is going to sound bad, but fuck it. Bullying. There should be a decent amount of bullying in school still.
You said we need to bring it back so that they can figure out their place in the world?
What? Come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on. It made you. It made you stronger. It made you want to be better. It made you like find that respect for yourself. Like, fuck you, I'm gonna be better. But no, now all these busted motherfuckers out here, guys and girls, thinking they fucking 9s and 10s and shit, out here talking about what a real man should fucking do. Bitch, look at you. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's real talk. Like, there's a... And
you don't got... No. You don't got shit. You don't go to the fucking gym. You got 3 kids by 4 niggas. Like, what are you talking about?
But they want Ruth Chris steak every time you see him.
Bruh,
like, that's the standards that they at. And it's a delusion of grandeur. It's a delusion of grandeur. I gotta say, I agree with that. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I remember my bully's name. We cool now. Francois. Where you at, player?
Francois? What's your bully's name?
Francois.
Was he a transfer student from fucking...
Hey, he was black.
No, man. What they had them shits? You went to a Ritzy school. We all had the motherfuckers come in from France and shit for a semester.
Nah, he wasn't going in the cafeteria like giving bread to people and that. No, he was a black dude. He was a black dude. But hey, the same thing that you just did right there, I guarantee that's what happened to him, and that's why he was nasty with the dozens. Because his name was Francois.
Oh, yeah,
so he was like, all right, when you come over here, I'm going to be ready for you.
Yeah.
And he would come in there, he would roast my ass. And I took him out one time. And that one time that I actually won the little back and forth we had, he dapped me up. I ain't never hear from him again. Yeah. Because I stood up for myself. But yeah, it was stressful. I remember I used to hate going to lunch.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, I'm skinny. He gonna mess with me, whatever. So
man.
I got in the lab. I was at home. Like, what can I say? Oh, yeah. I forgot he did that one day. Oh, yeah, he looked like that. Ate him up. He wasn't even ready that day. He was like, oh, this dude came prepared. After that, I was straight. And it taught me something about me. So these russets that's coming out now, they don't have that.
Bruh. Iron
they don't have
iron. I went through the same thing. I went to a bunch of fucking schools, right? And one school I went to when I was in middle school, I won't say the name of it, don't fucking matter. But I went from a hood school to like a magnet school, right? Because I was a musician, and my people wanted better for me. Whatever, doesn't matter. So I go to this school, but this music school, is in the hood, right? So I'm in the school. People looking at me. These cats have known each other forever. I'm the new guy, right? Fucking like probably 5 foot maybe. A $120 soaking wet. A $120. Mm-hmm. And people would try me. I got to school. I was a G in the band, right? I played saxophone.
I was a G in the band.
I was a G in the band. That's right. I said it.
Did you hear that statement though? You said it with so much prowess.
Nigga, I was a G. Nigga, first chair alto saxophone. Band, nigga, say something. First chair concert band and jazz band. Anyway,
Marshall, son, what?
Straight up G. Straight up Kenny G on the fucking alto saxophone, motherfucker.
Hey, on the low, I felt that shit because I was a first chair trumpet for a minute.
Hey, see, y'all just
feeling myself.
Y'all learning more and more about us every pod, son. So
somebody is like, who the fuck am I listening to?
I know, right? Oh my god, this shit took a weird turn. So there was a guy, I won't say his name because he is literally in jail right now for like executing a dude in front of a gas station.
Ooh, don't get killed.
Yeah, he's literally out there still. So
be the Sam and Conrad show for real.
Yeah, Sam and Conrad. R.I.P. So I'm going to band class one day and he stops me and he decides to try me. Now I'm also from Pensacola, Florida, and it's a really kind of hood place, right? You got to be nice with your hands there. People are just gonna fuck with you.
Pensacola's hood?
Yeah, Pensacola's crazy, dog. People
People
don't know that
shit
but,
out here this week.
Yeah, like it ain't the beach, bro. Like Pensacola, Florida it's nuts. So I fought like every weekend I would go to Pensacola, and I got family there, and I fought every weekend playing basketball at the basketball court, playing football, whatever. We always fought. No matter whether you won or lost, you fought at the end of the game. So people didn't know that about me. So I go there, and this guy starts testing me. And there was a game, I don't know if you guys play this in VA, but open chest. Where Yeah, so if you walk around with your hands down and you in the game and you got your chest open, motherfucker gonna hit you in your chest. So the guy says, let's play open chest. I said, cool. He hits me right then. Like he didn't say go or nothing. He hits me in my chest. And I'm like, damn, he not some dimensions on this motherfucker. He was like 5'6", and he's probably just as wide. Like one of them, yeah, he's built like a fucking box. So he's built like a flat screen TV. So I'm like, okay. He hits me, I hit him back. Hits me, I hit him back. And before I know it, I've dropped my saxophone case. And we are throwing hands. Just open chest, nothing in the face, nothing too crazy. Throwing hands to each other's chest. And we stop when our band teacher comes up and is like, man, what the fuck y'all little motherfuckers doing? Pick your horns up and go upstairs. Like some nerds, right? Like, the fuck y'all doing? Y'all don't fight? Y'all don't fight? So after that, I was good. Like I earned my stripes right then, and I didn't have an issue after that. So you gotta let people you gotta let people get. You gotta get strong. You gotta know where. And a lot of times you gotta know where you are. Like you gotta know exactly where you are. Like if you've never been in a fight before, and you're fucking 5'8", and you get into it with a nigga that's like 6'9", you should know that's not your lane. Like leave it alone, bro. But if you don't know that. And you're a russet, and you don't know that. You think
they don't know.
You think you a 10, and you're a 5.5, and you wonder why. You know, you're trying to outkick your coverage by hollering at a nigga that's an 8 or a 9. Come on.
And let me say, when I say, if I had to take it the way that you just said it, a 8 or a 9, I'm not talking about just aesthetic beauty. I'm talking about the full picture of who you are. And so ladies, don't jump in my inbox talking about, see, y'all are just so superficial about looks. I'm like, no, this is a 8 or a 9 to me.
No, it is.
Listen,
about looks. What are you talking about?
Listen, it's not all about looks. It is,
okay.
You are, let's say, you a female. You're not working. You got no car. You staying at home. You're like 32, 33. You got no plans to do nothing. You're not in school. And then you meet a dude. And he's got a job. He's doing well for himself. He's got a house. He's taking care of he's taking care of whatever baggage he comes with. And you got all these demands, like you are on that level to match him. Because, and maybe I'm alone on this, I feel like a marriage is a business.
Yeah.
It's not just a relationship. At that point, we putting our names on paper. We are signing into a contract. Mm-hmm. So what are you bringing to the table in that business? That should bring you down a peg. And you should be able to check yourself and go, I need to humble the shit out of myself.
For sure.
That's what I mean when I say it's not all aesthetic beauty. Like, if you're not cute, all right, you already need to just be nice.
But the initiation of the
you're talking about right at the beginning. Okay, like you just met the person.
Yes, the initiation is based off of whether you find them attractive or not.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I'm talking about as a whole person picture. Like, you got to know you're not on the same level as the person you're chasing, and how can we make this balance out? Because the person with more can always be like, man, I ain't got to put up with this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, people should. You should look at it like that, especially as you get older, you're more established, and you're set in, you know, your own financial stability and everything. If you go meet somebody, you can be as fine as you want to. If you don't have nothing to bring to the table, you dropping down a couple of numbers.
That's why dudes try to have so much shit. That's why.
We have to.
That's why if you're a dude that's listening to this and you ugly and you know it, don't clap your hands. Get a better job if you want a better caliber of woman, because they not fucking with you if you're the cat that's stunting, just flogging like you got a lot of shit, and then people find out you don't got nothing. That's very unattractive.
And I know, like, a lot of people or dudes out here and be like, and we the only ones that got to do that. I'm like, nah, it's a lot of good women out there that's got, like, some dude just playing 2K at the crib all day. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think that's
wild to me, man.
Well, women have, like, a nature thing, and they want to fix a dude. I think that's what that is. They're hoping they can change him, be the woman that got him on his feet. I think so. Like, they want to know that
why would you put yourself through that kind of trouble? Okay, we need to have a woman on this podcast to go through this shit, because
and we do.
I don't know why you would put yourself through that kind of shit. Like, if you know the good cat that you thought, let's say, I'll use myself as an example. Let's say I approach a woman, right? She's fucking 5'3", right? I'm 5'7". She decides she likes really tall niggas. That's 6'2", 6'3". Well, I don't think it's really tall, but like 6'5", 6'6", right? She want to get up on her tippy toes to kiss a motherfucker, because that's just what she has in her mind. Good for you. You can have whatever plan you want in your head or whatever you like. All right, that's all right. Right?
Yeah.
But
right.
You go for a lesser caliber dude. Let's just say if I got my shit all the way together, which I do. I got all my own shit. And you want to get with the tall dude that you think is a 9 who has half of my shit. And now you want to build him up to be better. Why would you do that to yourself?
Because he tall, though.
That's it. You know how dumb that sounds?
That sounds ridiculous. That's it. He tall, though. He can reach the shit that's on top of the refrigerator. That's it. It's hella dumb.
That shit sounds so stupid. When you, like, I know, like, when I said it to myself, when I've said it to myself before, it sounded dumb. But us having this conversation and you saying because he's tall, though, God, that's so, oh, man, that's so foolish. Hey, like, why would you want to go, why would you want a project? When I approach you, I got everything you're looking for in a dude that's 6'4". I'm just not 6'4".
Mm-hmm. But that 6'4" dude is the dude that she's been told, tall, dark, and handsome.
Right.
And it ain't even dark no more. It's just tall and handsome.
It's just tall and handsome, right.
Blair Underwood fucked up the dark part. Right? He's the quintessential woman beater in every movie.
Man. Tyler Perry, boy. Perry was like, Tyler Perry, light-skinned ass, was like, we getting all y'all darkies out of here.
Yeah.
Right now.
If you was light-skinned and drove a bus, you was the best thing ever.
Or a welder. What was that nigga's name?
I don't remember. Oh man. Hey, you couldn't have a career. You gotta have a trade. You can't be a good dude in a suit.
And the woman is always like a lawyer, right? She's always a lawyer. Some shit. Falling in love with a Look, hold on a second. Hold on. Yo, they leave the rich dude. They leave the rich dude to go that's 5'4" and trying to figure it out for the broke dude that's 6'5", that weld shit for a living.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Come on, man.
That's gonna be a weird texture term, boy.
Bruh, what? No, H&R Block gonna be like, wait a minute.
The fuck? What happened to you this year? Do we need to talk?
What happened to you this year?
Would you like the? Would you like the protection plan?
Did you lose any money in the market? Because this is different.
This is bad. Yeah, man.
God, that's fucking funny.
That's great.
Oh, I'm fucking sweating in this car. Oh.
Oh man, that was great.
I hope you don't hear me moving around in here. I'm sorry if you do. I'm trying to. Oh boy.
Hey, I let it be known up top. Like, this is what we got to do this week. So it's either is this or nothing. So it's whatever. Shit.
Damn, that was funny. What are we talking about now?
It don't even fucking matter. On to the next.
Oh shit.
On to the next. So I was having a conversation with a comedy buddy of mine because he asked me about the podcast. And he was asking me, like, do you just exclusively get up there and just sling your set? And I'm like, no, I think that would be a horrible idea. Because I'm seeing all of these comedians go live, like we was talking about at the beginning of the pod. And they're literally giving their set up for free.
Right.
And I know, when y'all see us do a special or if you happen to catch a show, y'all think that we just got on stage and just did that. We build our sets over years.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the comics that are getting up there. Like, I got no problem getting up here shooting the shit, and when something's funny, it's funny.
You think it's old material they're giving away? Or you think it's new shit?
No, because I know a lot of them. So I chimed into one, and I'm like, I know he just wrote that bit in the last 3 months. Mm-hmm. And you giving it away right now for a couple of likes. Like, when this all is said and done, and I remember telling, like, a group of them that I'm in, people are going to need us, man. Like, everybody's going to overdose on outside when this whole thing is over, and they're going to be back out. I think we'll start to see more numbers in our live entertainment for a little bit because people just weren't allowed to do it, and now hopefully they'll appreciate it a little bit more. But I think that there's a line that has to be drawn there between your art and your passion. And I think I differ in a lot of comics when I say that.
Okay.
I think different. Like, I remember I shut down the coronavirus jokes out of respect for somebody that actually lost somebody to it. Yeah. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
We here with you in prayer. I personally am like, that's me. Another comic would hit me and be like, man, but it's your job to make light of this type of stuff. And I'm like, I'm a person first, bruh. Mm-hmm. And I get it. I remember when I first started doing comedy and was doing like my big girl bit. And to their credit, it was way more offensive than it is now because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing on stage.
Right.
But I'm like, I fuck with everybody. I talk about me. That's cool. But if it hits personal to home and I see somebody in the audience that I know, let's say, has somebody die of cancer.
Yeah.
And I have some cancer bit, which I don't. I'm not going to do that particular bit. I have enough stuff in my repertoire that I don't have to do that. I feel like the comics that go, I have to do that, don't have shit else to say. Like, there's got to be more to you than what you wrote on that paper when you get on that stage, in my opinion.
But shouldn't you tell the joke regardless?
Well, I have. And I have in some instances where they go, I'm glad that you didn't tailor your set because I was there. I've seen comics talk about, like, they had somebody in the audience with a wheelchair, and they still did that bit.
Yeah.
What I mean is if I know it's somebody that I like personally know, and I know that they're not ready for that, I'll respect that because I'm aware of it. You know what I'm saying?
You'll just go around it. It's not hurting you to go around it. Right.
Yeah, it's not hurting me to go around it. If I personally know, I'm not going to know everybody in the audience. So, no, I'm not going to not talk about fat people or skinny people or short people or whatever when I'm on stage because I don't know everybody's scenario, and we are there to laugh at everything. But if I can avoid some hurt for somebody, I'm going to try. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think that makes me less of a comic for doing so.
I don't think so either. I'm trying to come to a thought here without sounding like an idiot, because I guess I just see it differently because we have the Illegal Opinions pod fan group, right?
Right.
And we wild out in there. Like, we get busy. If you're not in the Illegal Opinion podcast fan group, get in it. It's great, right?
Facebook, type in the Legal Opinions podcast in the search bar, pop right up.
Yeah,
you'll see our faces up there, the banner. Like, join that joint.
Yeah, it's great. We have a good time in there, plenty of fun. But you coming out and saying that in the group, I feel like as a group, because there's a lot of jokes and people don't know. We don't know each other individually. A lot of us know each other, but not individually. So a lot of people come in there just for the fun. So you come in there with the fun. This happens. Okay, Sam comes in and says, "Hey, we shutting this shit down for right now." Like, this is we somebody in our family, in our little cult of jokes or whatever. We come in with our family and somebody lost somebody. So we're gonna shut this shit down for right now because it's just insensitive to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's different to do that in a room full of strangers that came there to see a comedian, as opposed to doing it in a group setting like the pod group, where things get a little, there's some friction there from time to time, but everybody knows, hopefully, everybody in there knows that we just there for the fun of the conversation and to bring a little heat. And to bring a little more thinking and logic into what you like outside of what you already think. But when you go into a room as a comedian, those people are part of that group where they have a certain set of sensibilities and they kind of know the rhythm of the room. When you go into that room as a comedian, is that not different? As like, I'm not gonna tell this joke because I know this one person in here could be offended, but the group. What did we talk about in the last pod? Fuck. When you were saying...
Okay, let me give you an example. Give you an example. So, when I talk about being at a show and knowing somebody's in there that is hurting from something specific, that's a very specific instance. Mm-hmm. But I'll give you an example of a time I was at a show and, people came to check me out. People came, there's like 5 comics on the lineup. And I know the comics on the lineup. There was a young lady in there that had lost a child.
Okay.
Like recently. And she was coming out to get her mind off of things.
Right.
So I know one of the other comics that's on the show set, and he does a abortion joke. Right. Mm-hmm. And it goes into like dead baby. So I let him know. I was like, look, man, it's up to you. I'm not telling you how to do your job, but it's probably gonna sting somebody the wrong way to sitting out there. Right. And he went with that whole, well, I'm here to do a job. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm just letting you know. Like, right. I'm not telling you can or can't. She left in tears. Oh. Well, so, for me, I would rather spare that one person and not have them feeling a way again. If I know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. There's no way for a comic to know, especially as you get bigger. Kevin Hart doesn't have a questionnaire of everybody that comes to the stadiums. You know what I'm saying? But if I know, I would feel like a shit person for not trying to make sure everybody has a good time, especially when it's something that specific. Well, that's different. Now, in the group, hold on one second. Okay. Now, in the group, like we're talking about in the Facebook group, that's something that's contained, and we're a very, very young podcast. So when I remember when I made the group and I added like 100 people. It's like we're pushing like 700-800 people now, I want to say.
Yeah.
I don't know everybody that's in there. But what I do know is these are the people that have been with the podcast from day one and are hitting me up week to week with info. And you start to get to know some of these people. So in that type of setting, yeah, I felt like there was no other choice but to show that respect. That's different than a show. Right. And I agree with you there.
Well, when you said it, it reminded me of the Dave Chappelle shit when he was saying that he did a joke about, was it about rape or something like that, and he didn't know that a woman it was a small club, right? He was he's basically just out there working out before the show.
Yeah,
and he says this joke that somehow was around rape, and the woman gets up and leaves, and before she left, she says, I was raped, and you made a joke about it or whatever, and she just stormed out, and he made it as in like, why would you fart in the elevator before you leave, and now we're just kind of sitting in here.
Yeah, I remember that.
The sensibilities that people bring. Well, he's talking about sensibilities that people bring into a room, and I understand what he's saying, but I get what you're saying too. As far as he didn't know that. Now, would he have done that joke or not? I don't know, but
I think he would have. I think he would have.
Like
I said, yeah, and like I said, the way that I feel about it is not for every comic. Right. I know there's some that would 100% disagree with the freedom of speech and this and that. I'm just saying that I'm always trying to be a person first and not specifically target somebody. Like, if I know you and I see you sitting there and then you see me do that,
yeah,
it's like, well, damn, unless I talk to you ahead of time and I'm like, look, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember doing shows back home when I first started, and I was like, shit, my mama in here.
Right.
She ain't never heard me talk like this.
She never heard
my
you
aunt's
say
in here.
No, pussy, 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 pussy,
pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy. Yeah, and she gave me she was like, you're here to do a job. Don't worry about me. And I let it go. You know what I'm saying? We had a good show. And from now on, she was like, this is like a craft that you done came up with. And your dad used to tell them like a joke here and there that was off color. Dad was filthy. Love my pops.
Yeah.
This job requires you to step outside of the box. But for me, I just can't intentionally go, I know her story and I'm going to jump all the way down her throat right now.
Well, I think it's different because it's one thing when you're in a room and someone somewhere, you all right, nigga?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Right. Someone somewhere might feel a way about what you guys say. The second thing is doing that with someone you're probably going to see again, or that you have a relationship with. I think that is the difference.
That's what I'm talking about. Like Chappelle and the girl that got raped at his show or whatever. He don't have no relationship with her.
You probably never saw her again, right? That was
probably never. Yeah, probably. And that's happened to me a bunch of times. Like where, but again, I talk about myself and I talk about everybody.
Yeah.
Because we are all in this human experience together, going through the same different shit. So I'm gonna talk about all of us. And people have come up to me after shows and been like, "Oh yeah, when you was talking about da da da, yeah," and I'll be like, "Oh okay," but they'll tell me, you made it funny, you made it relatable. Thank you. Some people get all the way offended.
Yeah.
Fat girl was like, "Hey, my pussy does not smell like wet Cheerios." I'm like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't know that."
I didn't know. I was just speaking in general.
Yeah. I don't deserve to get cussed out.
I was just speaking in General Mills. I didn't know.
I'm sure you have a swell vagina. I mean, I don't know.
I'm sure you have a swell vagina. That's a great I gotta write that one down.
You gonna hit him with that?
Your vagina was swell this evening, madame.
How would you feel if a chick told you your dick was swell?
I know it swolled up and you didn't. Goddammit.
Not swole. Swell.
Nah, we going with swolled.
Ooh, you was swole. Oh, thank you, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's
swell.
what I do.
My shit swell like a bell, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. No.
Now you sound like the old nigga in the club.
I am the old nigga in the club, in the section. Come here, little mama. What you talking about? Whisper something in your ear. Tell me some shit you like to hear.
Well,
and the ass looks soft. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, what was we talking about? Oh, yeah, but, yeah, like, my mind was all the way in another place. I was like, let me look. I had to glance back real quick and be like, wait a minute, what was he talking about? But yeah, like that's a specific instance, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but as I get going in this comedy thing, I'm starting to do like more of like the improv Laugh Factory sort of thing. And my goal is for everybody to have a good time and to never be like that difficult artist that comes through the club and everybody's like, oh my God, That's the two people I don't want to be in this comedy game.
No,
my rider is always usually empty. Like I remember my publicist, she was like, you got to put something on it because it lets you know that they at least tried. And if that one thing isn't there, you should assume that your money might be messed up. And I'm like, I got you.
Yeah.
I completely understand that sort of thing. But I've seen the big names come through on a weekend. I'm working there, and the whole mood is different in the club. And
give me something.
That, like an example?
Yeah, nigga.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm not gonna say the name of the club or nothing like that.
Okay.
But I was at a club one weekend, and Miss Queen Monique was there that weekend. Okay. So,
so many thoughts just ran through my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I say anything, like, where did you go?
Where did I go?
Yeah. Where'd you go when you heard her name? Do you like her? Is she funny to you?
When you said Queen, I thought she does look kind of like a nigga in a wig, and then
oh my god,
I thought you don't want you really want me to do this because it's not because it's not conducive to the story. Like I was thinking,
no, it's not.
I remember when she wanted. You said Monique, and I'm like, same motherfucker I was talking about. It's so great to be fat. And then, as soon as she got enough money to lose weight, she did that shit. That's what I was at.
Her doctor told her, I think, if I remember right. Anyway, you're right. It don't have nothing to do with
Nothing.
the story. What I mean is, like, as a
no, but do I follow her comedy? No, I don't. Like, I don't. She's not entertaining to me like that.
Okay, fair enough. Regardless of how you or I feel, and this goes back to like the Tiffany thing.
Okay.
She's one of the bigger names. We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
I guess so.
Well, what I mean is, like, from a headline
she's a vet.
She's a vet.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a vet.
All respect to her.
Absolutely.
All respect to her.
Right.
So, when I found out I was doing the club that same weekend, I was a little excited just on the off chance I get to meet her, regardless of, what anybody thinks. And this was after all the Netflix stuff that was going on.
Right.
So, I never saw her. I'll start the story by that, okay? And that's just going to make this shit that much more interesting.
Okay.
So, I get to the club. I had worked at this club before, several times. Knew the manager by name. Walked in, he's like, "Oh man, glad to have you back. You always do great work here. The crowd loves you, whatever." I was like, "Man, that's cool." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm getting ready to walk towards the green room that I've always gone to, and it was, "Hey, let me talk to you about that." And I was like, "What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? Like everything good? Are they renovating? Like what's going on? And he's like, "Yeah, And by this point, like a couple of the other comics had showed up that were on the show. And they're like, we can't let none of y'all in the green room.
Damn.
Now, I'm thinking, because we were on like the earlier show and Monique's was like an hour after hours, maybe she was already in there. Okay. Comics got different processes. And at that point, I was like, respect. Like, it's Monique. I mean, who am I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't go in there. We can't be... And she don't want no young comics bugging her. I bet it happens all the time. I get it. They're like, oh no, she's not here yet.
Huh.
And I was like, all right, so why can't we go in there and get ready, prepare ourselves, whatever for the show? And they're like, well, her outfit is in there. She got it laid out on the couch that y'all sit on, and she don't want nobody in there around her clothes.
She didn't want y'all asses stinking up her dress.
You can't smoke in there.
Right.
They don't want you to drink before the show. They give you like a pitcher of water. I was like, her clothes is in there, so we got to stand in the hallway? And he was like, bruh, man, I know. Like, you ever had somebody tell you, like when their girl is acting up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they just like, man, like, you know how she is, man. Like, that was the vibe.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's wild, but whatever. So we go back to the hallway where we're supposed to stand, and it's not that much space. So all of us is standing there looking like we in an elevator. And they were like, no, we got y'all situated or whatever. She said she wanted us to make sure y'all had a place to sit. Mm-hmm. They put a brick.
Nah, son.
They put a brick in the door to the emergency exit and put 2 chairs out that motherfucker. So we were sitting in the emergency exit hallway waiting to go on stage. Because Monique dropped her clothes off 2 days early.
Wow.
And said nobody is to go in that room.
For 2 days?
Yeah. Now, when stuff like that happens, man, I got to believe everything else I'd have never heard about you being difficult.
So, hold on. Was that the first thing you ever heard about her being difficult?
Or? No. This was, all of that stuff was happening with Netflix. I had heard other comics on the scene. Mm-hmm. And, the bar staff. The bar staff tell you a lot about a comic that's been through there. You especially get cool and like because they've seen everybody. They work there, so when the Mencias come through and all that, you get those stories out. And I didn't get to meet Monique.
Yeah.
For all I know, she could have got there and been an extremely warm, wonderful person. But that gave me kind of a sight picture of what they deal with when she comes around.
Do you think possibly? And I don't know. I'm just trying to think my way around this. I want to see this shit in a circle, right?
Right.
Do you think that maybe she changed the way that she? And I don't know, right? So maybe she. Do you think maybe she changed the way she moved because of the way that she was treated by Netflix?
I don't know if that
like people don't appreciate me
anything...
enough to fucking give me this, and they gonna try to lowball me. So from now on, I'm gonna act what I think I'm worth.
That's possible, but honestly, and maybe I'm just the benefit of the doubt type of person.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it as something happened in the past that her shit got fucked up, and now she guarantees that won't happen. And she's big enough to demand it. So
got that shit right.
So in telling that story, I don't say that to say I hate her or anything like that, or I think she's a bad person. I guarantee something happened that made her do that. I don't think she just woke up one morning and was like, I'm going to make sure no other comics sit in the green room.
On the other end of that, though, you got enough money, enough assistance, and whatever else to have your shit brought there. Okay, your show was at fucking 9.
Yeah, it could be either way. Either way.
You got somebody having that shit, have your assistant show up with that shit. Okay,
bring it with you.
Yeah.
Something.
Because I feel like you have to know the type of environment you're going into. Right? You're not going into a massive club, arena, whatever. You're going into a room where like there's going to be up and coming comedians there. It's a certain vibe there. It's not like you walking into fucking the Apollo and doing a show. It's different.
Yeah, and you would think that, but
yeah.
I don't know. In my head, it's always a real delicate situation when you end up being close to meeting these people that you've been looking up to your whole life. Mm-hmm. You never know how it's going to go. Like I said, I never got to meet her. I got to meet some other Def Jam legends. We'll get into them on other shows.
Okay.
And I'll never forget it. I still keep in contact with them, and they're amazing people. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's others that I'm like, if I ever see you again, it'll be way too soon, and I might have to sue you. Like, it's been both. It's a wild business. That situation made me think that either something happened to Monique, and maybe it was an isolated thing. Like, something happened at that specific club, and she was like, I'm not taking no chances with y'all. This is what we gonna do. Who knows?
But 2 days is crazy, dog. Like...
And the 2 days thing, that's hearsay. That's what I heard after the fact.
All right, I'm just saying. This shit sounds wild.
It does sound wild. I was like, it's been in there for 2 days. This business, it has so many wild ups and downs, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember when, we talked about on a previous pod, you was like, I'm thinking about trying this thing. I can't see you having the temperament to deal with a lot of the stupidity that happens. And I'm not saying that as like you're not smart enough to do it. Like, I could see you being like, hold the fuck up. Like, you want me to do what?
Right.
Because you're going to get up for some shit deals because you just have to.
Well, yeah, you got to go through it. I mean, that's kind of something I was listening to, I want to say it was Joe Rogan. He was talking about that whole thing about coming up. And, like, you kind of, I'm sorry, I'm misremembering. Nope, that's right. Anyway, he was saying, you got to get fucked. Right? You got to get fucked. And if all the greats, you got fucked somewhere along the line. Like, you either got fucked hard, you got fucked soft, you got fucked with a rubber, you got fucked raw. But you got fucked. And you got to go, I mean, this is with life in general. Like, you got to go through shit in order to know what it's like to go through shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just feel like listening to you talk about it, you've handled shit professionally. You've handled shit well. And I'm not just saying this because I know this motherfucker and we on a podcast. But most times when I'm talking, I forget y'all motherfuckers is here. But y'all just break like the fourth wall right there? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you pulled a Deadpool. But hey, Marcus ain't playing because there's this shit that happens. I'll go do a show in LA. And I live outside of LA on purpose but it's a good drive for me to get back home. He's the guy that hears my after show rants.
Yeah.
It's like the pod's been happening with no recordings for years.
Yeah.
But
but here you go through it. It's just interesting that, like, how much patience you have to go through that kind of stuff and deal with certain people, and like the shit deals, and you go into a room with an expectation and you get there, there's fucking 3 people there.
I attribute that to the military, bro. We got trained to hurry up and wait. You know, so like, well, man, I can't wait to tell y'all about the show. I don't even know. Did we talk about the show I almost got robbed at?
No, but we go to.
Okay, yeah. I'm saving it. I'm saving it.
That's good.
Yeah, because that was like guns were involved.
Come on, bro.
I'm so serious. But yeah, man, like this different type of stuff that happens in this comedy game, I know you've heard some of it, and then there's other stuff that I just kind of shelved and was like, maybe it's not that big a deal. Like I don't even think I told you the Monique thing.
No, that was the first.
Okay, see, because I remember having that conversation with another comic, and they were like, that sounds like stupid, like the same club we've been doing, and I was like, yeah, and it was a major, so it wasn't like we was in a bar. Like Monique would never do that, and she shouldn't. I was in like a established club, and it was what it did was it was very humbling. Right. It was like, this is where I am in the food chain. I'm in the hallway with a brick in the door. Trying to get in the door. Like you got nothing but time to think on the way back from a show.
But
I internalized the shit out of that.
You internalize that, right? And you keep that memory. But you have that memory, and then you also have the memory of fucking working casinos. Like, that's leaps of it. I think going through the brick in the door and then being on a casino stage with a bunch of motherfuckers looking at you and the lights are hot.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Right. And it did. Because I remember in that moment going, damn, I have to get to the point that I'm allowed in that room. Mm-hmm. And technically, maybe I don't need to be in that room yet. And I think a lot of comics don't get that humbling experience of, you know what, you're funny, but nobody knows who you are, and you might want to shut the fuck up on this one. Yeah. You know, like I didn't bitch to the club. I didn't go, oh, this is absurd. I was just like, hey man, it is what it is. We're gonna have a great show. And when I left, he was like, I appreciate you playing ball.
Yeah, seriously, for sure.
You know,
that's good business though.
It is. He was like, you welcome back here anytime, because I guess one of the other shows that weekend, one of the comics got all, do you know who I am? No, nobody does actually. You know? Yeah. Like, you got to remember your place in the food chain sometimes. Because funny is not what gets you famous. You know, we talked about that. Like, this business is built on so much more than you just being funny.
Man, you know, I watched, not Pet Sematary 2, Secret Life of Pets 2.
Yeah.
I heard her voice on that shit.
The Kevin and Tiffany
cartoon.
Like,
the only reason you have this job
her voice is Kevin Hart. Though. Her voice though is like perfect for cartoons.
Not this one.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I know she's in it.
I was like, oh my god.
Because I didn't know she was in Lego Movie 2 until I took the kids, and I can't remember her name, like Princess Watanbe or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. But she's in that shit too. And I was like, man, she is getting bread right now. But yeah, you know, and you said in the last pod or whenever we talked about Tiffany that, you know, you feel like she's there because of Kevin. And I think Kevin said that he put her on, more or less.
He did put her on. I mean, I ain't get into that shit, man.
Yeah, but I mean, the business, this is what I'm saying, though. The business is built around a lot more moving pieces, because you can be super funny and difficult to work with. They're not going to want you there. Whenever I go on those casino runs, my goal is to get back with a shining report. Okay. And then it leads to bigger stuff. And it did the last one. We had a great time, great sets, on time, on target. Every audience was like, some audience members was getting right back in line when they left. I want to hear them again right now.
Oh, damn, that's fire.
That's up, dude. It was the most amazing weekend. And then I get the word that they want me to headline the club. And then this virus hit. God damn it. So, you know, but yeah, man, like that's crazy. You have to be patient to do anything in entertainment. It's a temperament that people just don't have. Yeah.
I think, and you can see people burning out or getting burnt out from it. Like I remember, but this not back in the day, but I guess fuck, man, shit, damn near 8 years ago, I guess, when you start talking about like I'm getting for real with this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I feel you. I dig that. Like, do your fucking thing. But do your thing. But don't do that and sacrifice things that people around you depend on. The people you support depend on, right? Because I remember you were saying like, you were like, yo, I'm talking to a friend of mine. He fucking quit his job. And he's just traveling around doing this shit. I'm like, I feel you. But I just... You never know what's gonna happen. As long as you could do both, do both. When you feel like you can keep up with whatever you got, doing the other, I'm cool. I just want to make sure that you good, whoever you taking care of is good, and all that shit. I don't want you to fucking drop out of a good check to chase something that you don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, that'll go into people with that, if you're going to chase your dream, chase it wholeheartedly. And as much as I'm with that, I'm not with starving for nothing.
Yeah, you quit a good job to go, and you don't even, like, you didn't save up nothing? You didn't...
Yeah. Well, because you want to, of course, you want to do what makes you, happy.
Everybody
as your
does.
main,
yes.
As your main thing. But if I'm already eating...
like no, I could do both. Like this is what I can have my cake and eat it too.
And that's what I was doing, man. Like I remember when we had that conversation, but at some point, well, I'm gonna ask that question in a minute.
Okay.
I was gonna say you started talking to me differently about comedy, and it went from a hypothetical to a, oh damn, Sam really doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know when that was for you, but I could tell the tonal difference in the way that you would talk to me about comedy.
Well, I think it probably wasn't long after that. It was probably shortly after you started putting the skits up on YouTube.
Oh, okay, like Black 24, which I mean that was your idea.
That was our idea, but
well, you know what I mean.
We're gonna do more of that shit too, but
yeah,
like when I saw because I hate to say this, I'm sorry, anybody listening that might be offended. People talk a lot of that bullshit about what they want to do, what they're going to do, or whatever. I'm not a person to shoot somebody's dreams out of the fucking sky.
Right.
I will talk to you and support you until you've either shown me that, we got a homeboy.
Nah, don't do that.
No, I'm not going to do that. So I will talk to you and I will be as positive as I can be and support you. And when the time comes that there's going to be a fork in the road for where the conversation is going to have to change, where it's going to be, okay, dog, you've been talking about doing this shit for 3-4 years now. Like, come on, bro. Like this, like even if you are doing it, you got to find a way to do both. You got to find a way to feed yourself and do your happy.
Put some points up.
Yes.
Put some points on the board.
Now, if you're putting points up, and you talking that shit, and not only that, but you got a plan. Like you're not just doing one foot in front of the other. You're looking like 10 yards down the field. You're looking for the next bomb.
Yeah.
That's when it changed.
Doing this, if I had started doing this comedy thing, and you never saw me hit a stage, and I just kept hitting you up, telling you, man, I'm writing, bruh. Man, ooh, this joke I wrote, it's cold.
Yeah.
And then you never see me on the show flyer. You never see me going to open mics. Mm-hmm. You never hear about the behind the scenes stuff. I would expect you to call bullshit.
Yeah, it's
and
just
I know you would.
Like, what are we doing?
Everybody listening know that you would be like, nigga, this nigga ain't doing that.
Because it just comes to a point where I'm trying not to say the situation that, but there comes a point where you gotta find in yourself, you gotta find the space where you gotta make your own fucking decision. I know people that were rappers or quote unquote rappers in high school that still walk around saying they're rappers. Like, it's kind of like, come on, dog, you work like whatever. You're not a rapper. You do that other thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we used to know a couple of cats that I believed in. I know we talk about them too.
Yeah.
Like Diverse. That was his rap name.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Cat had bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we were also, 21, 22 years old.
Yeah, man.
At some point, and I think it's different because, like, I got cats I went to school with that still rap, and they still trying to get discovered. And, they say rap is a young man's game. I can be funny and do comedy. Most of the big name comedians don't get discovered until they damn near 40.
For sure.
Or maybe some even after, because as long as you're funny and marketable and have that business acumen, you can do that. But if you can't just pop up rapping at 55,
nah.
And they gonna be like, okay, let's put some money into this cat, unless you just got some sort of
rapping Dalmatians and shit,
like,
right?
Nah. Yeah, that's a different look. But yeah, at some point, people gotta hit you up and be like, hey, are you being realistic about this dream? When is the last time I told you, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna be a billionaire with this comedy thing?
No, we never had that conversation.
And you won't. I'm very realistic about the fact that to make it to that level, it is hard. I'm blessed to do it. I make good money doing it.
Yeah.
And I know that I am good at it. I'm good with that. Because there's a lot of people that never even got that opportunity. And then it's weird to me when I see cats that's just coming up and they look up to me. I'm like, damn, when I think about it, damn, I have been doing this 9 years and they probably like you got a lot of insight.
Yeah.
Hell, I see cats making moves we making now with this pod and we got fucking 4 or like 7, 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And it's cats that's on the blueprint. They every week, like cats that done made shit off of shit we done made. I'm with it. Chase your shit. There's room out there for everybody. If people like your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But you ain't got this content, motherfucker.
You ain't up here doing it. Pussy.
You ain't got that pussy. We are not naming this episode.
No. No episode will be named that.
But not like you just gotta have the real conversations with people. I mean, everybody chase your dreams. Like, trust me, we were talking about this shit yesterday. Where, what if we get to a point where we can just do this and not work the day job? And and I didn't respond. I'm gonna respond now. So fuck it. Like, imagining the amount of creative energy that we have, ideas that we have. If we just did this and didn't have the day job,
it'd be nuts.
Are you fucking joking? This is the light shit.
Yeah, like this is the like we figure out what we gonna do and try and put together as entertaining an hour and a half as we can for people. But like, if this is all I could just put my energy into, man, this would be amazing.
But there has to be a reason. Like, I wouldn't quit my job because I believe in this podcast. I do believe in this podcast, but it has to become financially sensible to do this shit before, you know what I mean? Because people out there making dumb decisions, and like, chasing your dreams is great, but chase your dreams responsibly.
Like, it need to be like a beer commercial. Yeah, it does.
Oh shit, my bad. That does sound like a beer.
No, for real. That shit needs to be on a t-shirt, for real. Don't steal our shit. It's property right now. Chase your dreams responsibly, because you can step out there and have yourself homeless. And because for whatever reason, that's what comics think. They're like, man, I want to be able to tell that story that I was sleeping in my car.
Who wants to?
And no, I don't want to sleep in a car. I want to have the wackest I made it story ever. What? When they be like, hey, man, tell me about them struggles, man. I be like, man, I would be going home to my pillow top mattress. Like, and I want to see the interviewer's face when I make it sound like a struggle.
Yeah.
Like, man, I remember getting home late at night and it was only like 9 shrimp left,
Yep. Had to make some more noodles.
Yeah, I had to whip up some more Alfredo sauce because,
yeah,
hoes love Alfredo.
She was rough, man. I had to go get a brand new 12-pack of Sam Adams, and I mean,
I was almost all the way out of Ciroc, man. It was rough.
It was rough. Yeah, I'm looking at the
that's
bottle,
the
trying to make a decision whether or not to go to the store or not. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm telling you, man, I want to be same OG. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting over here acting like I'm balling. I got an Ultima.
Bruh. If
I'm
motherfucker talking about you got half a bottle of Ciroc at your house is balling, we fuck out of here.
Hey, that's balling to somebody, man.
That's
To
true.
somebody.
It is.
Hey,
It is.
all
It
right.
is.
So before we get up out of here, man, all right, we're gonna start this new segment. And I told Marcus I wanted to do it. But
I'm glad you're doing this now because I was gonna give you a decision on whether to do this new shit you want to do, whatever that is, or to argue about this Childish Gambino album. We could do that next week.
You know what? Yeah, let's make. We could do that as a bonus episode even.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that is it's worth talking about to me. Illegal opinion of the week.
Yes.
All right, just something that you saw and you're like, you know what? I don't think that people gonna agree with me, but whatever. Because I know you always got a strong opinion about something, so I was like, if I just spring this on him, I know he gonna have something in the tuck.
Yeah. You used to tell me. Strong opinion. Do you want me to go now?
Yeah, go ahead.
You go first.
Yeah, if you got something.
I'm fucking sick of Jay-Z, man.
Wait. Okay.
Jigga Man.
Tell me, what did he do?
H to the Izzo.
Yeah, the goat.
I think he just whacked to me now. I know at one time he was cool.
What?
Yeah. And like at one time he was the definition of cool. Like, but then the music started falling off, which I'm fine with. I get that part.
444 was dope.
Okay.
You didn't like the album? Real talk. I know.
I honestly.
I remember us having a conversation about Magna Carta.
Boo! I listened to 444, man, but
Blue told me to find you niggas.
Did she? Really? Fuck.
That's what Blue said, Blue.
Blue. How you name your baby after your old bitch?
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Yo, okay, why is he whack? Because I remember us writing out to Jay albums, and I still listen to Jay albums.
Yes, I still listen to old. I won't say old Jay. Like I went back to what was that album with? Show me what you got on it.
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come. That shit's crazy. Like listening to that album now, it still holds up. Right? That album is fucking hard.
It's interesting you say that because a lot of people didn't like that album. I loved that album.
Go listen to it now. Like anyone hearing this right now.
I haven't listened to it in a while.
Go listen to Kingdom Come. That shit's hard. That's great. Magna Carta, not so much. It's not even his music that's really kind of irritating me. It's the fact that he's just doing whack shit. I think he showed it was something where he was talking about he donated $1 million to from his charity donated $1 million to the coronavirus shit, right?
Well, I remember that. I was like, can you donate money from a thing that's already a donation?
That's not even your money.
I mean, yeah, it's already been donated by somebody else. Right?
So there's that.
So
the fact that he jumps all over fucking Jay Electronica's album, like that fucking bullshit ass Watch the Throne shit. That's what it was. That was some bootleg Watch the Throne shit. Wasn't anywhere near as good. Jay, if that's your artist, why the fuck are you all over this album? And I don't mean all over it. I mean on every single fucking song.
Yeah, I listened to it because it was so anticipated. Like I've been hearing this dude's name forever, and it came out, and I'll be 100% honest. I can really think of one line. I can only think of one line. Damn, I can't talk. That he said.
Yeah.
And the rest of it, I remember pieces of Jay's verses on the one time I listened to it. But because when I finished it and sat with it, I remembered more of Jay. I didn't want to hear Jay anymore. Electronica. I didn't care to go back and be like, well, let me see what he was talking about.
Me either.
Because to me, I'm like, you ain't dropped the album in a decade, and then you come out. And I feel like from a marketing standpoint, he wanted Jay on it because people will listen to it because it's Jay. But I'm like, damn, Jay-Z just dropped another album, basically.
Yeah. So you get on there, you kill this dude.
Yeah, he did.
You killed this dude.
He killed the dude's debut.
Yes, on his debut album, you jump on there, you dance all over him. But that's not even the biggest thing. The biggest thing on why I'm fucking like I'm done. I'm just over Jay-Z. I'm done with him. Okay. The NFL shit. People got happy who was part of it, and people got mad after he said what he said. The whole, okay, we know. What's next? We got to do more. Right? What's the next thing? People got quiet. Jay gonna deliver. He's gonna deliver for us. This shit's in Miami? Are you crazy? He's gonna deliver for us. Meek Mill, Rick Ross, all that shit, Maybach Music is in Miami. He's gonna deliver. He gives us fucking Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, neither of which are from fucking Miami. Who wants to see that show? At the Super Bowl. Who wants to see that show?
So you blame
You're
him
Jay-Z.
like, wholeheartedly.
Dog, that's his shit. He's supposed to be the fucking marketing, whatever, halftime show guy.
Yes, and I feel like this is what I feel like happened with that. When they put Jay in, just like when any black man gets any high up job that black Twitter can latch onto, they expect everything to be as black as possible immediately. Jay still has a job to do, so what he did was go in the middle and get Latinas. I really feel like that's what he did.
You couldn't have found any other Latinas in fucking Miami? Why did
it wasn't a bad show.
You could have got fucking Pitbull. You could have got fucking
I don't want to see Pitbull.
What's the Florida nigga? You could have got that nigga.
See Pitbull
you could have got Rick Ross.
You wanted to see Pitbull over them.
I didn't want to see. Did you really care about what was happening?
No, I never do. And that's my thing. Like when Bruno did it, amazing. When Prince did it, amazing. You only get a couple of them in a lifetime. Other than that, it's 15 minutes for me to go take a shit so that the game can come back on if I'm watching it.
Bruh.
Because people would, I didn't watch the game, and I watched the halftime show after the fact when it popped up on YouTube. Because you know I don't give a shit. I'm like, yeah, he clipped him. No, I'm good. I don't care.
You are J fucking Z. The best you did for your first go was this shit. I'm sorry, man. Like I was cool. I'm like, all right, well, didn't really like that album. Wasn't really feeling the Blueprint 3. Okay, Magna Carta. All right.
See, I loved the Blueprint 3.
No, I didn't.
Absolutely loved it.
We're not gonna argue about this right now.
That was the first time.
Because Forever Young's on that album, and I'm not gonna do this with you.
That'll be a whole nother dive. Yeah, but that was the first time we really heard Cole too. J. Cole spazzed on Blueprint 3.
Let me see. I think the first time I heard J. Cole was Friday Night Lights, but that's something different. That's a mixtape.
No, all right, yeah. I'll send you a link to it. I think it was on Every Day a Star Is Born.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, my God. No, don't send me that song. I hate that beat.
Okay, you might hate the beat, but Cole snapped on it. And it gave us one of the greatest salty records of all time when Wale came and did a diss track about it. Because I guess it was supposed to be either him or Cole on that track, and Cole went out. Yeah. And he made a whole salty ass song. I'm gonna have to send that shit to you. That shit was great. I was like, this nigga is crying in the booth right now.
All right, man. But mine's Jay.
I'll give you that one though.
What's yours? What's your legal opinion?
All right.
For this week.
All right. I'm gonna take this one back a little bit. You remember that movie Set It Off?
Yes.
Back in the day, Stoney, all that good stuff. It was a cat up there that has become a popular meme, and in the movie, his name was Nate.
Okay. Yeah.
You remember Nate?
Remember Nate?
Stoney came through. Hey, I'm in a bind, Nate.
Yeah.
Nate was like, I mean, you might have to do something for me so that, I got a reason to do that.
Uh-huh.
And everybody knew what Nate meant.
Yeah.
I was like, Nate's a scumbag.
Yeah.
I don't think Nate's a scumbag, bro.
Tell me more.
I'm sorry. All right, check it out. Like,
I don't think he's a scumbag.
When I first, and this is what made me think of, because I keep seeing his face pop up, you know? Like, right now, I saw a meme today, and it was like Nate touching Stoney's shoulder and was like, I mean, I know you need some toilet paper, right?
Man. Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Right. And it's like, damn, she gonna fuck for two things of toilet paper right now.
Yo,
but check it out.
She gonna fuck that old nigga.
In the context of the movie, Nate is absolutely the bad guy in that scene. Like he's making her. I'm gonna go back to that. Have sex because she needs some money for some shit.
But is he making her?
No, he's not. But that's not even the thing that I'm saying. Okay. Because yes, she made the choice, but you could argue that point, and I would understand the women's argument in that. Stoney asked Nate for some money, right?
Right.
in the context of the movie, she knew who Nate was.
Right.
We're just seeing Nate for the first time as viewers watching the movie. So we're looking at it like, who is this strange dude that's gonna make her do that? Mm-hmm. She knew exactly who she was going to and what he was gonna want for it.
I mean,
no, real shit. Think about it. He on the block. He a scumbag. She knew he was a scumbag, but she also knew he was a scumbag that had the money she needed. I bet she went over there with it clean and everything. It was like, I know he gonna want some pussy.
Fresh out the shower.
I'm telling you, I really think she knew what was up before she got to Nate.
So is that predatory though?
Oh, it's absolutely predatory, and I'm not saying that he's a hero or a good person. Even I'm just saying she knew what the deal was when she went over there. That money.
I mean, she knows Nate is like, I'll give you some bread, but you got to give up that head.
Yes. So it wasn't like she showed up and Nate just dropped it on her on some, oh yeah, I ain't never treated you like this before. Nate a known scumbag. That'd be like you going to somebody's house that you know sell cocaine and then the cops pull up. And you're like, oh shit, I didn't know that was happening over here, officer. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You was kicking it at the drug house. She went to the person she knew could provide, and she knew she was probably going to have to do something. Huh. And if you watch the movie back,
okay,
when he put his hand on her shoulder and was like, there's something, I'm going to want for that. She put her shoulders down like, that was the,
that was it?
That was the, I know.
Oh, God. I mean.
She didn't want to. It was not a beautiful situation at all. I wish it didn't happen. But, hey.
I mean.
She knew.
No,
she knew.
You. Like, it's not against the law, though. It's not against the law for, you want some money from me. All right, well, I need a favor. I'm not paying you for sex. I'm paying you for the favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
it is fucked up. I'm looking at it different now, like in a different set of eyes, because as I review movies. So yeah. when you watch a movie, they're expecting you to absorb this information on that first watch.
Right.
Get the point across on the first watch. The first watch is she's a main character. He's the scumbag on the block. We don't know him. He's a stranger. Mm. He's making her do. No, she knew who Nate was.
Right. She knew what time it was.
And she went to look for Nate.
That's true, man.
She knew what it was.
I mean, she knew what time it was. Like, leaving the house, like you said. She probably like, I got to go see Nate for this money. Fuck.
Yep. Let me get out the old Bic.
I wonder how women feel about that, though. Like, the women feel, like, we're assuming that women feel, this. I forget, you said Bic. Oh, razor bumps all over the pussy. So
it's for Nate. It's for Nate. It wasn't for Blair. Look. Hey, we was talking about Blair Underwood earlier. That's the movie he was a good dude in.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the movie that probably turned him into a bad dude because she left him. Remember?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yep. Damn. Stoney spawned bad Blair Underwood, man.
Got typecast right after that.
Right after that. He's like, you'll never be a good nigga again.
we gonna make sure of that. You'll never work in a bank again, buddy.
Stoney ruined that man's life. Like, and then she gonna call you at your job?
Oh man.
Talking about some, I made it. Like, nah.
Nah, you getting.
Oh man.
All right, boy.
Illegal opinions right there, baby. Yeah, we gonna do that. I think we should do that every episode, man. I'm gonna find something that I've been thinking.
Drop it.
We're gonna that's the name of the pod.
Dropping that science, yeah. Fuck it.
That's it. Hey, we gonna get up out of here, man. Anything you want to add? Any shout outs you got? Whatever.
I guess look, everybody dealing with this virus going around. It's gotten real fast.
Yes.
Like Sam said earlier, we got people that have lost people in real life. So I don't know, everybody just take care of each other, man. Stay safe. This is a mantra I've been living with for the last 5 years. Check on your people, and I'll make sure I check on mine. And everybody just try to stay up. We'll get through it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to this cat Jason, man, listening up from Northern California. I didn't even know this is one of the cool things about this podcast. some people aren't hyper vocal about what they enjoy and what they watch. He's listening from up there. He hit me up with a text and was like, man, keep them coming. You literally make my week when these come out, especially with what's going on right now.
That's awesome, man.
So I'm glad that we can do that for y'all. I'm appreciative of all the feedback, good and bad, to make the podcast better, and that y'all really are taking in what we're saying. And actually, with the whole, like I said at the beginning, coming in with an open mind, leaving cool, we have a good time, get some shit off your chest. Everybody on the planet got an unpopular opinion, I promise you that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, keep those opinions because they're yours and you're allowed to have it. Once again, I'm Sam Ridley, here with my man Marcus Palmer.
That's right.
We back at you every Sunday, Illegal Opinions, baby, and we up out of here.
Peace.